Hi guys, welcome back to Kaykonvo, where it's not a consultation, just a conversation. I'm so sorry. I know I haven't made a video in a while, but you have no idea. Even just now when I was setting up this whole get up, you guys are propped up on like some shoes in my bedroom and a whole bunch of hoopla anyway. And then as soon as I was getting ready to make the video, I mean, literally, like everything just fell and the camera fell, everything. I don't even know if my external mic is working. I hope the audio is okay on this. I mean, you don't even want to know what time it is. It's midnight over here, 12:17, but whatever. Even though I haven't been posting, I've been trying to answer any questions that I get in the comments, but what I'm gonna try to do is, there was like a few questions that I got that were kind of similar questions every time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and answer those different questions. So the first question, I wanna get started, it's about dining out while on plan, okay? So this is a question I get all the time, well, what do I do if I have to dine out, or what do I do this? It's unrealistic and blah, blah, blah. Now listen, I am not telling you you can do this plan and never eat out. I totally understand that. I know that's unrealistic to assume that someone will never ever go to a restaurant ever again in life. But we have to understand something. Before I tell you guys like a few of my favorite places I like to dine out while I'm on plan, understand that for me, the first, I want to say 2 months, I avoided restaurants at all costs. And let me explain that. Look, I'm not perfect, but that's just what worked for me. It didn't necessarily have to work for you like that, but understand, like, for example, I use this example all the time. Let's say your homegirl, she used to kick a few back, and she's recovering from maybe a little too much alcohol, right? And she's like, hey, Alicia, I've been drinking a little too much. I'm gonna have to go to rehab, right? So your homegirl goes to rehab, right? 1 week into rehab, if she comes out and maybe talks to you and visits with you, you're not gonna take her to a bar. Maybe even, I don't know, 20 days out, you're not gonna take her to a bar because she's not ready to be around different types of alcohol and so much of it and be able to refuse it. You kind of get what I'm saying? So you have to understand something. For me, I don't know about you, but at the very beginning of my journey, until I got into a really, really good rhythm where weight was coming off. I think I was probably like maybe 30 pounds down or something like that. Like literally, I had gone through a good few months before my husband, he even told me, he's like, I was scared to even do a date night or anything because I didn't even know we were gonna go to restaurants. I didn't want to mess you up or anything. And I know in real life, when you're living your regular life, that's not going to be the norm. You're going to be around a restaurant. All I'm saying is for those first few months, maybe, you might want to avoid it if you can. I'm not saying that's going to happen all the time, and I'm going to give you those tips about that. But think about it like the alcoholic thing, If you're not ready yet, that's okay. Don't feel bad. Don't convince yourself like you're horrible or you're doing this wrong because you can't go to a restaurant, Yes, we need to build healthy habits and learn to not stop to this food place and do whatever. But I understand that we have to know we can't be around it right now. Like right now, you're only ready. And that happened to me, so that's okay. So I just wanted to start off with that. When it comes to dining out while on plan, make sure if you end up in that restaurant, look, you're ready, okay? But I totally understand that in some cases you're gonna be at events or whatever, and you might be surrounded by food. Have your bars on hand and things like that you need, because I'm telling you, listen, when you're mentally starting this, we're waiting for a reason to quit. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like it gets to a point where you kind of go, should I still be doing this? The weight's not coming off as fast as I want. I could probably go back to what I was doing and lose the weight right away. Listen, I've tried so many things, and there probably are other ways you could lose the weight. But if this worked for you at the beginning, just make yourself understand that. Don't give yourself a reason to quit, because I get it. I know you're thinking in your mind, oh my gosh, I'm going to be around food. I might as well give it all up. We don't want to do that. We don't want to give it all up, okay? So remember, if you're not ready, stay away from the restaurants. But let's say you are ready, or you do find yourself in a restaurant. The first tip I would have for that is I mostly get shrimp. Okay, I just find that when you're eating shrimp, you can have two healthy fats, right? So I just feel like if I'm eating shrimp, even if they don't cook it exactly how I asked them to, at least I give myself a little barrier in case they put a little bit too much oil on it or something. I can have two healthy fats. Now, look, understand when I'm telling you guys this, like, I'm not a pro. Like, I'm just giving my opinion, and you can kick yourself. You run the risk of kicking yourself out of fat burn every time you're not eating something on plan. And when I say on plan, measuring it out, because you could take your little pocket scale, but we always aren't out there being able to measure. And sometimes, especially when it comes to shrimp, they aren't giving you as much as you would eat at home, because I find 7 ounces of shrimp is a lot of shrimp. So anyway, my main tip is I usually get shrimp wherever I'm going. Now, the other thing I would want to say is Optavia has a very good dining out menu, and I'll kind of like plop it up on the screen, and I'll put the link in the description because it's another one of the charts, because I'm going to do another video about the charts, because I know that's one thing you guys ask all the time about the different charts. So I'm going to break that down for like, I guess 2022, like a new video, because I think I did that last video like way long time ago. But they do have a very good dining out menu. When I say that, it just gives you ideas and different things you could order at different places. So right now, not to make this video last like forever, what I want to do is I'm just going to give you a few places that I find have worked for me when I'm dining out. And when I say dining out, I'm driving to the ballpark and I need to pick something up and we have to stop and eat. Like, we have to stop and eat. Like, there's no way I'm going to make it home to eat my lean and green, and I'm just kind of stuck. Normally, what I really try to do is I bring my lean and green for lunch if I know I'm going to be in the ballpark, because I know there's a good chance whenever I stop, get my daughter something or whatever, or my family eats, I won't have to eat with them because I've already had my lean and green. Like I said, if you're sitting in that restaurant and you can't refuse it, you're going to want to order a salad so you're not watching other people eat. I was fine at the beginning watching other people eat because I was laser focused. But so one of the places I really love to go is the obvious one. I think I did it in another one of my videos, is Subway. So when I go to Subway, I get the protein bowl and I get the grilled chicken with lettuce. And then, sometimes you got to be very careful. The only thing that's frustrating is the dressing. So when you go there, they always have fat-free ranch or something like that. But what I do is I try to get a regular dressing for my healthy fat. I just use like a tablespoon of it or something. Like, I don't use 2 tablespoons. I don't even use that much of it, but I just use something to kind of give me whatever. Because if you're using the fat-free dressing, remember, that's not a healthy fat because it's fat-free. You know what I mean? So just remember that. But again, like I said, this isn't anything that's on plan. I'm just telling you guys what I did to make sure that I was somewhat sticking to plan, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to be driving and going, oh, well, I can't measure my food, so I'm going to have a burger and a fry. Come on. We don't want to be that off plan. If you're going to be off plan by a little bit because you're just in some area and you need to stop, get something, get that salad, get the shrimp, ask them just to give you lettuce and the protein. That's it. Spinach and the protein, whatever it is, just make sure you're just getting the veggies and the protein, okay? So Subway would be my first place. Another place I didn't even know about until I got on the plan was Jimmy John's. So Jimmy John's has this thing called an unwich. So basically all it is lettuce and turkey, right? So then what they do is they kind of wrap the turkey in lettuce, and then you can add mayo on there as a healthy fat. And that's what I get because, like I said, if you're eating turkey, I don't know if it's the leanest turkey again, we don't know, but I feel like turkey and lettuce with a little bit of mayo, it's going to be better than what I would have done in the past when I would have just jumped up and got a cookie, I would have got a whole sandwich with all the bread or whatever. You don't want to do that. Like, we're focused, we're on plan. We don't want anything to get in our way. And if we have one day where we have no other option and we're stopping at Jimmy John's, we get an unwich. Well, that's what I do. I'm not telling you guys to do that, but I would get an unwich, and I feel like that's lettuce and turkey. And like I said, these are good ideas as well when you guys are transitioning too, because we want to find things that we actually like. Like, I don't want you to look at this like you're eating this now and you're never going to eat it again. That is one good thing I think this program teaches you. You're not just doing this temporarily to some extent. You want to be tunnel vision to get to your goal, but as you're doing some of these things, learn the habits. You know what I mean? You're going to do yourself a disservice if you don't learn the habits while you go, and find these different things that you actually like. So instead of stopping at this place, you stop at this place and get something. Okay. Now, the last place I would suggest, and listen, this is another one where, like I said at the going eat out, if you're not ready, you cannot go there. So the last place that my coach suggested for me, when I think my sister was in the hospital and we were moving around a lot and had a lot going on, and she was just like, are you by a Chick-fil-A? And I was like, I am, but I'm not going there. And she was like, no, they have grilled nuggets. And I was like, oh, they do have grilled nuggets, you know? So she was like, temporarily, you know, you could get grilled nuggets, then wait to eat your veggies when you get home, or you could get grilled nuggets and get like side salad or something just to like fuel your body right now. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. And I got the grilled nuggets, which was so, like, I'm so happy I did, because I mean, the good thing about Chick-fil-A is their grilled nuggets aren't dry. Like, even if you just eat them plain, I get it, you know, they won't have sugar-free ketchup. But I mean, if you're eating that over there, it's not horrible. So like, they're not dry or anything. So I would say Chick-fil-A. The only reason I would say stay away from Chick-fil-A, because I feel like some people that I know, that's their go-to place, right? So if you're gonna be tempted to order anything else but those grilled nuggets, throw Chick-fil-A out the window. We're not even gonna do that. But that's just one of the places, like I said, that I know they have grilled stuff. Because if you notice, I live in Louisiana, and honestly, sometimes I feel like everywhere around me, things are just unhealthy. But I'm telling you, just figure out a way to find that one thing. There's usually something somewhere, or a place somewhere, that you can find something healthy. And I'm just asking you, this whole process, you'll start to learn, this program is just a matter of choices. It is laid out. If you do A, B, C, and D, you're probably gonna drop the weight. It's just waking up every morning and making that choice to say, okay, I'm gonna eat these feulings 5 times a day, and then I'm gonna eat my lean and green. I'm gonna measure it out like I'm supposed to, and then I'm gonna eat my protein, my 3 servings of veggies, and my healthy fat if I need it. That's basically it. That's all it is. And I feel like if you get stuck, there are options out there that you can choose. Check out that dining out menu. I'll link it in the description. And if you guys, again, have any questions, you can ask them in the comments below. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.